What's up, guys? Welcome back. In today's video, we're going to talk about how to make an FBA shipping plan. Okay, the great part about Amazon FBA, right, is you being able to ship directly to Amazon's FBA warehouses from your manufacturer, right, in China or wherever that may be. So this is exactly how to do just that. Okay, guys. So we'll dig right into my screen. If you're excited about this video, smash that like button for me. I'm excited about this video. Just had a cup of coffee, ready to go. So let's dive into it. Okay, guys. So we're on my manage inventory page right here, right in Seller Central. Hopefully you're already familiar with Seller Central, right? But if we go into inventory, right, we hit manage inventory, this is the screen that's gonna pop up for us, okay, guys? And so we made a listing, right? And that was just based on, catalog add products, right? Which hopefully you're already here. If you're looking to, get your product sent into Amazon FBA, hopefully you're right here, but that's how you, make sure that your listing's up and running so we can go ahead and make an Amazon FBA shipping plan for this product, right? And so for this product, it's a lemon and citrus squeezer here. It's one of my favorite examples. Beautiful saturated product, of course. So we made a lemon squeezer here, guys, for the example. And so if we go over here and we go to, edit, here is where we can change the title and everything like that. If we click this little guy, right, we have all these different options, okay? And two of the most ones when you're just getting started is, right, print item labels. This is going to be great for your FNSKU to give to your manufacturer, right? But for this case, we're going to go ahead and send and replenish inventory, okay? So we click this, guys. You can see send replenish inventory, everything pops up right here, okay? So what we're doing is creating a new shipping plan, all right? This is just to add to an existing shipping plan. You usually won't ever do this, because so you have two shipments incoming from China. You want those to be separate just in case something goes wrong. You can identify which shipment that really is. So create a new shipping plan here, guys. Ship from address, okay, guys? So this will be blank for you for the first time, right? So if we hit ship from address, this pops up, right, guys? And so you can see this is the one that's saved for, our FBA or Seller Central right now. But all you have to do to add a new one is, put your name in, right? Camron James, address name, address line, whatever your address is. So, you could do your home address, you could do, ship from address is what this really is, guys, right? So you can do the manufacturer's address in China. From personal experience, it doesn't really matter from what I've seen. So you can put your home address here. You can put China's, wherever you're shipping from in China, that's fine. Just put something here you're comfortable with. If you don't know, just go ahead and use your Chinese manufacturer's address, okay? So you put that in here, guys, and go ahead and use that. Okay, next, guys, you see right here, individual products and case products, okay? And if you're ever confused, what's this? Amazon does a great job of kind of explaining things to you, but I'll do it just to be quicker here so you don't have to read all that. So individual products are when you have one master carton, right? Imagine a big old box, and you have like 15 different types of products in here, right? So this is telling Amazon like, hey, it's not all one product in this box. There's gonna be multiple ASINs, multiple FNSKUs in this box, okay? So that's what that is. So if you got a bunch of, if you're doing like retail arbitrage or online arbitrage or whatever arbitrage you're doing, or you're shipping from home, you have multiple SKUs and it's in one box, this is the thing to do. But for most people doing private label and shipping from China, case packed products is what you want, guys, okay? And so we're gonna click that and we're gonna continue to ship. Okay, they're going down here, right? So what's going to happen here is they're going to want your package dimensions, right? If this is the first time you've ever made a plan, or if you haven't entered this stuff in before, this is going to pop up. It's not going to pop up for all of you, but this has to be done before you can move on, okay? So missing package dimensions, right? So this is actually just, say, this box right here came from Amazon, right, guys? And so, this is probably about 12 by 2 by 2, 12 in length, 2 and 2 by height and width. So what we'll do here is, put 12 by 2 by 2. That's in inches, right, guys? So if you measure somewhere else, go ahead and use that. And then next, the weight was about 1 pound here. And that way Amazon knows, the volume of each product, right? In its, manufacturing product, carton or, packaging, right? And the weight as well, okay? They'll do a Cuba scan and they'll weigh it and they'll get the dimensions when it comes in, but just go ahead and enter in what you have as well. So we did that. Now it's going to let me go ahead and move on here. So units per case. So, when you're shipping it over from China, your manufacturer's going to be like, hey, you're getting, 1,000 products and, we're going to have 100 boxes with 10 products in each. Okay. So they're going to be, there's going to be 100 master cartons and 10 of your products going to fit in each box. Okay. Or, whatever it is, in most cases it's going to be, 50 per case. I just did 10 by 100. That was easy math and I didn't look stupid on camera. Okay. So, units per case, we're going to put 10 and say we have 1,000 products and we're doing number of cases 100. So this, total units, it's going to come up 1,000 here. Okay. So once we have the information in here, and something to know here, guys, don't get this wrong. Make sure you get this right because you cannot change this at the end of this. So make sure you know the cases and the units exactly before you move on right here, or else you have to make a whole new shipping plan, which, it's not a big deal, but it's kind of annoying, right? So go ahead and hit continue here. Okay, next, guys, we're going to go to the prepare products section. And what Amazon is asking here is there anything they need to do to prep your product for sale in Amazon's FBA warehouse? Okay, and so we look right here, prep guidance, and what I do is I hit apply for all. And what you should do with your manufacturer, make sure you don't need any of this, guys. Okay, if you're confused, go ahead and Google Seller Central, prep requirements. They kind of read more about it. But for in most cases, you're not going to need any prep at all, and you don't want prep at all because Amazon charges arm and foot for this one, and a Chinese manufacturer will do it for pennies. So no prep needed right here, guys. Choose that. Who applies prep? The merchant does. We're the merchant, right? And we don't want Amazon to do it. So that's what we're going to do right here, guys. Okay. Next, guys, it's going to take us to the label products section, right? We're just moving down the list right here. And so label products, they're asking you, do they need to label your products for you, right? So if you don't put an FNSKU sticker or print it on your box, Amazon's they require this, right? So they're going to want to do it themselves. And so you're telling them here if you want them to label your products or not. Okay. And you should never do this because it's like 20 cents per product. Your manufacturer will do it for free, and 20 cents for every unit, that could eat up margins very quickly. Okay. So what we're going to do here is going to click who labels merchant. If you haven't already, number of labels you need, right? We have 1,000 products, so we need 1,000 FNSKUs. And if you need these PDFs right here to give your manufacturer, or if you're printing them at home, this is a great place to get them. If not, I showed you in the beginning, you can print item labels where we went to send and replenish inventory on the edit section with the scroll up bar. So you can do that there, or you can do it right here if you need to. We're going to skip this because we don't need a print. We've already given it to our manufacturer. They've already stickered it onto our units. Okay, guys, moving on, we're going to hit continue. All right, so now we're on review shipments. Okay, so it's telling you now that your shipment's ready to go. It's got all the information it needs. Now it's telling you like the final details of your shipment, right? And so, shipment name is going to come up in your shipment plans, section here. If I go up, go to inventory, manage FBA shipments, this is where it's going to pop up. Okay, guys. And when you guys, start selling thousands and thousands and thousands of units, having tons of shipping plans, you're going to want to be organized. All right. And so if we hit this, we're going to want to label this, right? We have lemon squeezers, 1,000 units. And then what I usually do, if I don't have anything else, I'll just put the date here, right? So what is it today? Let's see, January 2nd. Perfect. Cool, guys. So we have it labeled here right there so we can go find it later, right? Another thing I do like to do is, first order, second order, right? Whatever order it is, if you know how many orders are coming in, if you got orders coming out the wazoo, then date's just fine here. So it's telling you got one SKU right here, right? It's one lemon squeezer because we're just sending one product type. Cases, we've got 100 cases, 1,000 units, right? 10 units per case. And now it's going to tell you where to ship your product to, what FBA facility. Now let's get into the fine details, right? It's very important because you're going to give this to your freight forwarder or your factory, and they're going to use this to ship your products over, right? Because they need an address to ship to, right? And so this is where you get that from here, guys. And so they'll know, your freight forwarders are used to Amazon, and they'll know what ONT8 means. If not, you could Google this and get the exact address if needed. And then also you'll get the exact address later on the carton label. So we'll just go ahead and move on here, guys. Everything looks okay here. We'll approve and continue. Okay, guys, now we're on view shipment here, right? It's just telling you what our shipment name is. Shipment ID, right? They'll give you an ID to just kind of make sure they know what shipment this is, right? And where to attach it, what account to attach it on. And then, cases shipped to, just pretty much the same thing as last time, right? So now, once this is completed, we can click work on shipment. So once we clicked on work on shipment, it's going to say prepare shipment, okay? So now we have all this juicy information right up here, right? This is the ONT8, which is in California, which I believe is near LA. And it's the exact address here if you guys were curious about that. You can see here, shipment name ID is all up here. Sometimes your freight forwarder will ask for ID and everything like that. So we're going to go down here. Okay, guys. And so this is where I told you guys that, if you have to change the number of units you're sending in on the plan, it's so weird that Amazon, you just pretty much have to start over again. So it's important to know how many cartons you're sending in and how many per carton, right? They do let you review and modify right here, but only by 5% or 6 units, which, 6 units is not very many, right? And 5% is a pretty small threshold. So make sure you get that right. Hopefully you don't have to deal with that. If not, I would just say go ahead and make a new FBA shipment, right? It's not that hard. You see, you have the instructions right here, right? And so next, guys, we go to shipping service. So Amazon has partnered carried service, which is just UPS now. So if you're shipping from your home, this is what you're going to want to do, okay? You're going to want to do small parcel delivery, right? These are individual boxes that you're going to take to UPS. And if we do this here, we hit multiple boxes. Amazon's going to ask for number of boxes, units per, configuration, which is, this is 10, this is 100, right? Box weight, say it's 10 pounds. And, in boxes, is, 20 by 14 by 14, right? And that's all you're going to want to do there, guys. For most people, you're shipping from China, right? Your freight forwarder is bringing it over. You don't have to worry about this. I just wanted to show this for people who are shipping at home, right? That way you guys know how to do it, okay? So if you're shipping from China, what you're going to do is you're going to hit less than a truckload, okay? And then using Amazon Partner Carrier, or if there's another carrier that your freight forwarder is using, go ahead and use this. And then what we're going to do is go down, hit multiple boxes, right? Everything's in one box. So multiple boxes. And then they're not going to want your box configurations here because everything's going to come on a pallet, right? And so what's going to happen here is you can hit in, units per box, number of boxes, 100. So we have 1,000, right? So we're going to hit confirm, right? This is new thermal printing paper options. If you're, at a warehouse or something like that, if you need that, go ahead and do that for your own printing. But in most cases, you don't need this. So we have 100 boxes, right? So what this is telling us is we have 100 master carton labels. So we're going to hit generate box labels, guys. Okay. So you see right here, guys, if we go in, ship to Amazon services, right? Ship from address right here, either your Chinese address or your home address. You can see the shipment plan name right here, and then your shipment ID is right here, and they can scan this, right? So every one of these is going to need to go onto your master cartons, right? And it's as simple as downloading this right here, and then giving it to your freight forwarder or your manufacturer, and they're going to go ahead and either sticker it or tape it onto your master cartons, okay? Going back here, guys, they'll tell you where to put the label one side of the box, right? And we go down here, shipping labels. What these are for pallets, okay? So they're going to want you to sticker these on each side of the pallet, okay? And we're going to cover a few more things after this, but just know if they need pallet labels, right? Your freight forwarder, which they usually should, because it's the most efficient way to move lots and lots of boxes, right? Especially for private label. You're going to print pallet labels here. And you can see there's 4 of them, right, guys? There's 4 of them, and they're all the same. So what's going to happen is Amazon's gonna want on your pallet a sticker on each 4 sides of the pallet, right? It's just usually how they do it. They put a pallet, they stack the boxes, they saran wrap the whole thing, and then you could sticker each side with these pallet labels, okay? Note that if you're, this is important, guys. So note if your shipment is at least, or if your shipment is under 150 pounds, you will not do this option, okay? So make sure, you're making sure if your shipment's a little smaller, what you're gonna do is just do small parcel services like this again. And then your freight forwarder is gonna take care of everything else, okay? And so, you'll go down, like I showed you before, enter this stuff in, make sure the box is, print box labels right here again, and then have them ship that with that stuck onto the master cartons, okay? But just talk to your freight forwarder first, right? See if they're sending it in via pallet, right? And that way you could go ahead and select less than a truckload, make sure you're over 150 pounds, right? Or if it's gonna come in just master cartons to the warehouse, then just do small parcel delivery, okay, guys? Note this as well, okay? So if we're doing small parcel delivery and you're doing Amazon partnered carrier, okay? We go down here, we enter this box information, we hit confirm, right? They're gonna actually want to charge you for shipping this in to Amazon, right? Because they have a deal with UPS. Okay, so it's a discounted UPS deal where you can prepay for UPS right here. Okay, so if it's coming from China, you don't want to do this, okay? This is very important, okay? So what we're gonna do is go to other carrier, and you're gonna ship, hit other, DHL, whatever it is, right? If you don't know, other is gonna be okay here. Talk to your freight forwarder, right? Check with Amazon as well if you need to. And you can see this goes away, right? Paying for it, this goes away. That way, you're not paying extra charges you don't need, right? Because you don't need those, right? So you only do that, right? You prepay because it is a great deal. You only prepay if you're shipping it from your home, okay? That way you sticker it onto your own boxes, you drop it off at UPS, and then everything's taken care of. But you don't want to do this when you're doing a freight forwarder and it's coming from China, okay? And so going down here, right, we do the same thing, print box labels, everything like that. Otherwise, less than a truckload here, guys, right? Amazon partner carrier, whatever that is, or other is what we usually have to use, because they don't use any partner carriers. Okay, guys, hope this makes sense. This is not that hard to do. If you have any questions, ask me in the comments below. Love to help. This video was helpful. Smash that like button. Smash that thing. Yeah, appreciate that. Subscribe down below. I'll keep pushing videos out like this to help you guys out. Hit that little notifications bell. It means the world to me. I want to spread my message as much as I can. So hope this was helpful, guys. Ask me questions in the comment below, and we'll talk to you later. All right, guys. Peace out.